We got a 1, 2, 3. Hey now, Metal Mike coming at ya. It is Friday morning. It is 6:30 a.m. here in Minnesota, and the weather is cold outside. It is bitter tundra. Speaking low, because 2 of the kids are still sleeping. The wife has got the baby. I'm down in the bunker. Let me tell you what transpired yesterday. I was able to do a trade. That's my funnest, most favorite thing totally to do nowadays is do a trade. And that's what we did. I got rid of a bunch of old taxidermy stuff that I wanted gone. Why didn't I want it anymore? Simply, I didn't like having to transport it and handle it. It's very delicate. It bumps up easy. It breaks. And I kind of just moved out of it unless it was something really unique. I'm not keeping it. So I let go of most of my inventory taxidermy. What did I get in exchange for that? I'm going to show you this morning. December 3rd. No, December 3rd. Look at me. Totally old man, right? January 2nd, 2015. I am back in December still. I got to wake up. Hold on. Let me get some coffee here. And I've actually been up since 5. Man, the brain, I tell you what. All those years of metal and hanging out have definitely taken their toll on this old man. So let's get into the deal. We traded a bunch of old taxidermy yesterday with my old guitar player from the band Cromlech, who I played with in the 1990s. We played one show together. It was the best show I ever played. It was First Avenue main stage, and we frickin' destroyed it. Thrash metal, death metal. Check it out on YouTube. Cromlech, First Avenue. I believe it was like 1993. So, but you gotta like death metal, thrash, otherwise you'll hate it. Yeah, that's me saying it. I actually had hair. Okay, let's show you the items that we got in that trade for the old taxidermy, which I'm glad to see gone. I got this Jackson Mini, no case, if that's even what it's called, a Mini. It's kind of a small guitar to me. It's normal size. It's got a nice Seymour Duncan pickup in it. The tremolo system is not that good, but whatever. I really don't know much about it. I can't find a model number on it or a USA. I believe it's a lower end guitar. I got the guitar and the stand. That was one of the pieces. And now we're going to get to the fun stuff. And before we do that, let me break it down and explain it to you. So I traded with him. Like I told you, he was a guitar player in a band I had been in the 1990s, thrash metal, death metal. And whenever they played a gig or whenever he went to a show, he saved the flyer. So I've got an awesome thrash metal flyer collection, and I got a couple of posters along with the deal. So let's take a peek. Let me set you up here. And yes, I got your messages that you made that I can edit it easily. Not into editing anything. I like to keep it old school. That's right, pitiful. On my little flip camera, I push play, I let it record. We don't edit, we don't script, we don't do none of that. If someone ever wants to pay me and I have my own show, they can do that work. But I'm certainly not going to do it. I'm going to keep it old school, and to me, this is pretty rad. I am thinking of you guys, though, out there. I am trying to shoot better. So first off, on the trade, I got these awesome posters. I had to do a little research. I didn't think they were very much. It's a Kiss solo album, Gene Simmons, very small size. And I also have Ace Frehley. So I did a little research on these, and I found out that these are old Carnival posters, mini. So they're kind of rare. One had sold on eBay for 60 bucks. These immediately are going on eBay. These are going to move out here. I want them gone. So hopefully we can make a big bang on these 2 alone. Now the rest of this. Wow. The flyer collection here. It is for sale. I will not sell them individually. Someone would have to make me an offer. What I may end up doing is putting buy it nows on each flyer and listing them on eBay, but that'll be a slow process. So if there's any thrash metal collectors out there that are looking for original flyers, not copied ones, though how can you tell when a flyer is a copy? But no, these are the originals that were pulled down from the wall of the club or handed out at the end of the night going home prior to a show. These are all original, no copies. Let's go through them. It's got a history of punk rock and metal here you wouldn't believe. from Minnesota and a few other clubs. Let's get into it. I'm going to move you even closer so that when I'm holding you... Oh, and there goes that brutal camera work of mine. There we go. Power Mad, 4-band blowout. Here's a really good one. Napalm Death. Carcass. So we got to hold them at an angle like that so you can see them. Alright. Cathedral, Brutal Truth. Bunch of local bands, not even going to mention. Like I said, some of these are not going to be that exciting. Cromlech, awesome. Take a peek over here at myself. See, I got to get these right for you guys. So you got to hold them right about here, right at a slight angle. Original GWAR. Doesn't get much better than that. Rest in peace. Another GWAR with the Melvins. Let's see if we can get anything on the back of that one. Oh yeah. And these were folded actually at one time. This is awesome. Danzig with White Zombie at First Avenue. At one show, and another one with Testament DRI. And then a little fold out for GWAR. Two of these. Megadeth. Trout Air. $10 promotional ticket, I guess off your ticket exchange voucher for one ticket today at Ticketmaster. This is with Korn, Flotsam and Jetsam, Fear Factory, Fear, and Cromlech. This was in the mix as well. Just a thrash metal, death metal, 45. Have no clue who the band is. From my old band Cromlech, First Avenue. Big show. Obviously headlining it. I don't recognize any other bands on the bill. Have to get through these Cromlech ones. These ones were in the deal because obviously the guy I got them from played in Cromlech. So that's why we're looking at these Cromlech ones. They're in the trade, so I'm going to show them to you. These are the fun ones we're going to get into now. Look at that one. Millions of Dead Cops. That's their flyer. No disrespect to cops, I love the police. But that's a huge punk rock flyer, original, that's sweet. This one's fun too. Morbid Angel. Crowbar, Cromlech, First Avenue. Another one I believe probably for the same show, Morbid Angel, Crowbar. Sick. Cromlech. How much are tickets? It doesn't say. Another Cromlech one. Friday the 13th. Bunch of local bands. Here's a fun one. Sacred Reich with Crowbar. Tattered, but cool. I like it tattered like that. That's a flyer. Don't recognize any of these bands. There's a Metal Mania from Milwaukee. Motorhead headlining one day, Slayer the other, Morbid Angel the other. Plus Nuclear Assault, Malevolent Creation. Huge. This one's one of my favorites in the lot. This band just reformed, recorded an album, and are officially done. This is with Grave. Special Monday night all-age concert with the men responsible for giving life to death metal from Tampa, Florida. This is awesome. It's even got the guys' names here. Rick Ross, Terry Butler, Bill Andrews, Cam Lee. To me, that's one of the greatest flyers in this lot. Obituary, Napalm Death. That's a show, huh? Here's a nice one. Create Morgoth. I like this one as well. Morbid Angel with Entombed, Unleashed. Cool Entombed flyer. from the Mirage. Most of these are from shows here in Minnesota. Sacred Reich with Atrophy, Death Rider, and Soylent Green. Awesome. $6 in advance tickets. Gotta love it. Here's one. This one's great. Napalm Death, Godflesh, and Nocturnus, I believe is how you pronounce it. They're kind of a spacey death thrash band. Another really cool one. Deicide with Cancer. And Demolition Hammer. Look at this show. Cromlech, Destruction, Blind Approach. This one's cool. Punk rock. Legends, Misery. My friend Gags, Todd, that's his band. I might have to photograph this and tag him in it. There you go, another one. Grindcore Tour. Grind Crusher Tour 91. Napalm Death, Godflesh, Nocturnus. Entombed with Exhorter and Dead Horse. I don't know who this. Blitzfear, Motorcycle. Never heard of them. Here's an interesting show lineup. Voivod, Soundgarden, Faith No More. That's a frickin' show. Wow. That's something else. 1990. Henry Rollins Band. Gotta love Henry. 7th Street Entry. 1990. And it has the whole month. On the back, look, Ace Frehley was playing at First Avenue. Nuclear Assault, Testament. The Horrifying Danceteria. Locals will know about that. Sepultura, Sacred Reich, Napalm Death, Sick of It All. With Mind Funk and Tribe After Tribe on the back. $12 to see Sepultura, Sacred Reich, Napalm Death, and Sick of It All. Unfrickin' real. And if you had to wait to the day of the show, $15. Another, we had one of these already, we saw it. It's still Cromlech, Destruction, Blind Approach. Wow. $8 in advance tickets. Let me get a sip of coffee here. This is incredible going back here. And I think back of all the flyers I could have grabbed. This is early 90s. Man, when I went to shows in the 80s, I could have, I put my head through the wall thinking of the flyers. I could have the most amazing collection. Now here's an idea for these. If someone were to buy this collection, this would be a great coffee table book. Look, Dark Angel, Death, Disturbed. On the back, a couple other shows mentioned, Dark Angel and Death. It's the same show, obviously, but here's a cool one, Violent Femmes and Living Color. What a combo. This one's cool, this flyer. It's a Danzig with Soundgarden and COC added, and then it's got the date. I believe it says August 5th, 1990, but this is a pretty nice flyer. This almost looks official from the band with the telephone number, how to contact Danzig, and so that's a cool flyer. And these are the ones you really like. Metal Church. You can meet them in person at Northern Lights Music, record store that is long gone. SNFU. Never heard of it. Local bands. Local. Sacred Reich Forbidden. Now that's a show. Here you go. Classic. Nice. No date on it. Sadly, can't get a year on it, but obviously it's probably about 1990. Here we go. Awesome. Agnostic Front. Punk rock. And the pitiful Libido Boys. Malevolent Creation, U.S. Tour 1991. This is a great flyer because this is printed out by the band, and it has all these rules, the 10 Commandments. And then written in pen where the show is, 1991. one. Henry Rollins, 7th Street entry. 1989. Now we're rolling back. Getting a little bit back there where we want to be. Another one of those. I think we got 3 of them. 91 tour. In the back. Local metal show, the Midwest Metal Massacre. Of note for metal fans from Minnesota, Death Squad. Very interesting band. Worth finding their demos on cassette if you can. Sorry for my cough. I think I have a scratchy throat from drinking this coffee. Original Metallica flyer. I've got about 4 of these of my own I already had with Armored Saint. I met Metallica. They signed records at Northern Lights on White Bear Avenue in St. Paul, and I was blessed to meet all of them, including Cliff, you better believe it. And I had brought some really old pictures cut out of a metal zine called Kick-Ass Monthly that were very early, and even at that point they wrote on the picture they couldn't believe it. And this was very personal. They were walking out around the store and we just were approaching them one-on-one. There was no table separating. It isn't like today. It was a different era of autograph session. It was almost like hanging out at the bar with them, except it was in a record store. So I had gotten signed by all of them, and they wrote cool little notes next to their signatures, like very fucking old pictures and stuff. And remember, at this point, this is already, they're only a couple years, maybe 4 years old at this point. So then I went around and I had them each sign my, which I no longer have, sadly. Had them sign. I had this, like I said, I had taken the pictures, glued them to a piece of cardboard, had them sign them, went around and was having them sign them a second time. And Lars came up to me and he's like, "What are you doing, bro? You already, you know," well, not bro. He was like, "What are you doing? You know, we already signed it. Why are you getting signatures twice?" And I said to him, true story, just eerie too. I said, "Man, this is once in a lifetime. One of you guys might die or something." Horrifying. Rest in peace, Cliff. So Lars wrote right next to his signature, "Once in a lifetime," and he spelled once with a W. Man, I wish I still had that. There you go. Dark Angel, Death. 1989, wow. Death and Pestilence, Carcass and Disturb. Children are up, you can hear the thunder. So I'm going to try to pound through these before I get yelled at to go on baby duty here. Napalm Death, Godflesh, Nocturnus. You already looked at that one. This has got to be the favorite. Venom, Slayer, Dark Angel. I don't know where this is. Pomona Valley. I'm going to have to do a Google to find out where that is. I don't think this is local Minnesota. It's old. I mean, you can see the tack holes, so it's, you know, it's so cool, it's almost fake, but it's not. I have to do some research, and I got to ask the kid where he got this. Guy. Friend. So I got that stuff, and then I also got these records. Cryptic Slaughter, GBH, Led Zeppelin 3, PUNX Not Dead, Song Remains the Same, with booklet, Cryptic Slaughter, Anthrax Spreading the Disease, SNFU, MDC, probably a Pitiful Venom. This is a good one though. Exploited. And last but not least, an OK Motorhead anthology. Next time, what we'll do is we'll go through my ticket stubs, which I think are more exciting. Let's just grab one off the top and see what we get. Oh, there we go. This is my personal collection. Slayer and Wasp. Friday, February 13th, 1987 at 7:30 p.m. Nice, $13. Slayer with Wasp. Slayer opened. Go figure. Here's another one. This is gonna kill you. First Avenue, Monday, November 21st, 1988. Slayer and Motorhead. Hey now, and Overkill. Whoa, this was a Taking Over tour for Overkill, and they slaughtered. I remember being in the pit Awesome. Hey now, Metal Mike, have a kick-ass day. Maybe we'll make another video if we're lucky today.